Hi everyone, this is your Chapter 13 translation video. I want to point out some things about the story. I'm obviously not going to read it to you, that's up to you. But I want you to see the summary here at the top. Rufus has a dream, and he is dreaming about the future. What's the grammar in this chapter? The future. So a lot of things will be in the future tense. Make sure you realize which verbs are future tense, because chances are anything I ask you to translate on the test for translation is going to be future tense, to see if you can recognize it and translate it. It wouldn't hurt for you to go through and mark all the future tense verbs before you begin translating. So, at the beginning, remember Lucius is telling the story, so when he says my brother, he's talking about Rufus. These little arrows here are quotation marks. Pay attention to the quotation marks, because I'm going to reformat this so you can tell who's talking, although you should be able to see by the verbs. Lucius asks Rufus what happened. Rufus said, I had a dream, a marvelous dream. And Rufus says, I saw the future. And Lucius says, tell me, I demanded. And Rufus responded. Remember, everything that Rufus says is going to talk about the future. So starting here, he's saying what happened to father, what happens to Lucia. He says you, talking to his brother Lucius, and so on and so forth. This is where he stops talking. And then Lucius starts asking him some more questions here. I asked. And then he says, more here. And he keeps talking. And he's talking about himself now, what he saw in his future. And then Lucius interrupts him. Irupi here. I interrupted. And then at the end, Rufus says the last part here. So pay attention to the quotation marks. Good luck.